Although pupils at this school on the outskirts of Chicago returned to in-classroom instruction months ago, others in the United States have not been as fortunate. In all, about a third of all US students have not had any in-person education for almost a year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It is against that backdrop that the US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention provided a roadmap for reopening schools, including 5 key mitigation strategies. They include universal mask wearing, washing hands and cleaning facilities, but not the vaccination of teachers, although CDC Director Rochelle Walensky is strongly encouraging US states to prioritize school staff. Some suburban Chicago schools may have been open for in-person teaching, but that has not been the case for Chicago public schools. They too have been closed to student attendance since March, although an agreement has now been reached for students to return to classrooms.
Being here today and seeing the just pure joy on the face of our youngest learners, it reminds me it's always about our children.
Despite the decision to resume classroom instruction, there are still contentious issues. Many parents remain concerned about COVID-19 safety protocols, while the Chicago Teachers Union says not enough is being done to protect teachers from COVID-19, arguing it would be safer to open schools once teachers have been vaccinated.
I think that if we are considered essential workers and you want schools to be open, that there are some things that have to happen. Reach out to those who are expected to go first and work to see that those are the ones who are vaccinated first.
Although safety concerns remain, the resumption of in-person teaching will be a huge relief to many, not least overburdened parents attempting to juggle work commitments while also overseeing their children's learning. Joseph and Jasmine Williams have 5 children. As schools moved to remote learning, they had to decide which one of them would stop working.
We have to make a choice. We have to decide if we are going to go to work so we can continue to feed ourselves and feed our family, or do we stay home with our children to make sure that they get a quality education?
Joseph says one element missing from the negotiations is the opinion of parents. So he formed a group, Parents' Voices Matter.
Parents need a voice at the table. Decisions are being made about our children and we're not at the table. They have to create a space where everyone is being heard and they hear our situations.
The CDC guidance for schools reopening across the US should provide clarity. But with COVID-19 community spread still high, the pathway ahead remains complicated. Dan Williams, CGTN, Chicago.